Let's continue. This training is why vaccines are a cornerstone of public health, protecting individuals and communities from the devastating effects of infectious diseases. This is our second intended learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to explain the major functions of the immune system in defending the body against pathogens. Describe the role of the lymphatic system in transporting and coordinating immune responses. Letter C. Differentiate between innate, nonspecific, and adaptive specific immunity. Illustrate how vaccines stimulate the immune system to develop immunity without causing disease. Analyze how vaccination helps protect not only an individual but also a population. We call it herd immunity. Relate the principles of vaccination to real life applications in preventing infectious diseases. The immune system, the body's defense army. The immune system is like the body's personal army designed to protect and fight harmful invaders such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. It has two main lines of defense. The first one, the immune the first one is the innate immunity, which is the first line of defense, the non-specific one. And then adaptive immunity, which is the second line of defense, the specific. Innate immunity, the first line of defense. This is present at birth. It acts quickly, but non-specifically. Includes physical barriers, skin, the mucous membranes, chemical defenses, stomach acid, enzymes in saliva, and immune cells, macrophages, and then neutrophils, neutrophils that engulf invaders. Adaptive immunity. This is the second line of defense. Slower to respond at first, but highly specific and powerful. It relies on lymphocytes. B cells produce antibodies that neutralize pathogens. T cells help destroy infected cells and coordinate the immune response. Adaptive immunity has memory, meaning it can recognize pathogens encountered before and mount a faster, stronger attack. The lymphatic system, the transport and communication network. The lymphatic system works closely with the immune system. It is a network of lymph nodes, lymph vessels, spleen, and thymus. Lymph nodes act like checkpoints where immune cells monitor for pathogens. Lymph fluid carries immune cells throughout the body, ensuring that defense mechanisms are coordinated. This system makes sure that pathogens are detected early and that immune cells are delivered where they are needed. How vaccines work. Training the immune system. Vaccines are a medical innovation that train the immune system without causing disease. They work by introducing a harmless form or part of a pathogen, such as a killed microbe, weakened virus, or a protein from the pathogen. When the vaccine is administered, the immune system recognizes the foreign material, which is called the antigen, as an invader. The body responds by producing antibodies from B cells to neutralize the antigen, activating T cells to destroy infected cells and support immune coordination, forming memory cells which remember the antigen. Types of vaccines. We have live and attenuated vaccines and inactivated vaccines. The live attenuated vaccines use weakened pathogens. For example, the measles, the mumps. Inactive vaccines contain killed pathogens. Example, polio. Subunit or conjugate vaccines use specific parts of a pathogen. Example, hepatitis B. mRNA vaccines give genetic instructions for cells to make a harmless protein from the pathogen, prompting an immune response. For example, the COVID-19 vaccines. Individual and community protection. For the individual, vaccines provide specific immunity and protection against severe illness. For society, vaccines contribute to herd immunity, where enough people are immune, reducing the spread of disease even to those who cannot be vaccinated, like newborns or immunocompromised individuals. Key analogy for learners. Think of the immune system as an army. and the lymphatic system as its transportation and communication network. A vaccine, like a training exercise where soldiers, the immune cells, practice fighting a fake enemy. When the real enemy, the disease-causing pathogen, comes, the army is already prepared, coordinated, and able to defeat it quickly. Key takeaways. With this lesson, learners can connect the roles of the immune system, the protection, and the lymphatic system, the coordination, to how vaccines prepare the body to resist infectious diseases effectively. Practice problems for our Quarter 3 Biology Lesson 7. Defending the body. How vaccines strengthen the immune and the lymphatic systems. Number 1. What organs in the lymphatic system is primarily responsible for filtering blood and detecting blood-borne pathogens? So we're given organ in the lymphatic system that filters blood and detects pathogens. So required, name the organ. So solution. The spleen is the lymphatic organ that filters blood, removes old red blood cells, and detects pathogens. Final answer is spleen. Practice problem number 2. Define antigen in the context of vaccines and immune response. So we're given the term describing the substance recognized by the immune system. And we are required to define antigen. Our solution: an antigen is any foreign molecule. Could be protein, polysaccharide, toxin, or pathogen surface marker that triggers an immune response. So, final answer. Antigen, this is the foreign substance that stimulates an immune response. Number 3. Differentiate between the role of B cells and T cells in adaptive immunity. So we're given roles of B cells and T cells in adaptive immunity. And we are required to differentiate their functions. Solution: B cells make antibodies. T cells destroy infected cells and coordinate immunity. So the final answer: B cells is the antibody production, and then T cells, these are cell mediated defense and coordination. We will have the next part of this Quarter 3 Biology Lesson 7.